Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wild Dish. I'm Ian from Haste Kitchen. I'm joined again by my good friend DJ BBQ.
What's up, y'all?
It's a good one, isn't it? Eh? Right, so we're going to go completely vegetarian today. I'm going to show you how to do the most simple beetroot burger. We're going to do that with a little bit of quinoa, a little bit of black bean, and we're going to sweat that off with some onions and some cumin. And it's packed full of flavour. So first up, my man. So 1 onion, a little bit of olive oil. We're going to sweat that down, and we're going to add to that 2 finely chopped cloves of garlic.
Lightly browned.
Right, we've got 2 cloves of garlic.
Are they going in too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just a little bit of colour, not too much browning on there.
You don't want them going bitter.
Nope. So we're going to go in there with 2 really simple spices. We've got some smoked paprika. We're going to go in with our cumin powder.
Very, very kind of North African vibes right here. Look at the color already. I mean, right away, I want to eat them.
Yeah. And it's going to pack that full of flavour. So next up, for our food processor, we're going to go in here with about 3 to 4 cooked beetroots. You can buy the pre-done ones if you want, just make sure not the ones in the vinegar, because it will not work for this recipe at all.
This makes great face paint, right? You can do like some Adam and the Ant stuff right there, right?
That's happening. That's happening again. Important thing, don't blitz it too much. It will go really, really mushy. So just a quick turn, then you can go in there again with our black beans.
Smells beetrooty. Goodness.
Straight away it smells good, doesn't it? Little blitz.
But you don't want to mush it up too much.
Otherwise it just falls apart completely.
Here we go.
So into a bowl, we go in with our beetroot. And you can see it's quite a tough texture there, which is really what you want, but that will still fall apart too much. So for that element, we're going to put a little bit of citrus in there. How are we getting on with those onions?
So good. They've softened down, they got great color, great caramelization, just great flavor. We're getting these onions to mellow out, because you kind of want to put them in, you know, not super hot. You want to put them in a bit cooler, right?
So into there, we've got a cup of mixed quinoa. And this is where it starts binding together. Give that a good mix through.
So the quinoa, you say, helps bind all these veggies?
Helps bind, and it also gives it that grainy, almost like a meaty feeling with the beetroot. And plus it's an awesome grain. Absolutely awesome grain. Now if you want to stir in those onions for me, that would be great. We are going to go in with our final piece. We're going to go in there with 1 egg.
One-handed egg crack, that's how he got his wife. Chicks dig a one-handed egg crack.
Took 6 takes really. Oh, you're right, dude.
Here we go. So you grab the egg, you hit the bowl, and then you put your finger in between and you pull it apart. Boom.
Right, fold in the egg, and then just to bulk this out slightly, we're going to use a little bit of breadcrumbs, tip them in. That's going to give it a lovely little bit of crunch in there.
Sure. And also help bind it together, otherwise they turn to mush. It's really hard to put a veggie burger straight on the grill.
Just won't happen.
It just falls through.
So now you can see it's just slightly too wet. This is where you're going to start adding your binding agents. So we're going to use just rolled oats, just going to put them in the blender, give them a good blitz until you get this lovely flour. Now that flour can just go in. Now I can't say exactly how much you're going to put in, because usually with different things, different beetroots, different sizes, they might take up some of the moisture, some of them might not. So we're just going to sprinkle it in until we get a nice burgery texture.
Nice burgery texture.
Like that. Burgery?
It's a word now.
So we're going to come here. This is the texture you want to look for. But it's just slightly pliable, but not too sticky. And you should be able to shape them into pretty good patties. So nice and thin. And we're going to get them onto the barbecue. What should we do, 3 or 4?
Yeah.
So those burgers have been cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to go on there with a little bit of strong cheese. Now, if you want to make these vegan, just leave the egg out and leave the cheese out. Got yourself a vegan burger.
Oh, I love mature cheese.
Really strong. It's got to be as well with that sort of dish. So while that's melting off, we're going to start garnishing our rolls. Condiments. We've got some mayonnaise, we've got some tomato relish, and we've got our rolls. Right, just slice that open. You're going to warm them through just slightly on the barbecue. So we're going to get a little bit of olive oil on there so it browns up nicely and toasts through.
A little bit of fat, man.
A little bit of fat on there.
Good fat. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. It's like a little bread train.
30 seconds on the toast. Actually,
30,
we're good.
29, 28. Thank you. I'm going to go on there with a little bit of our tomato relish, first of all, just on the bottom. Good dollop of that.
Nice.
Smear it out to the sides. And that's going to give that, you kind of almost need that relishy kick to it as well. On with our burgers. Look at them.
Oh,
how good do they look?
they smell
Just saying.
so delicious, bro. And the final one, Ian Haste.
Get it on there. Got a little bit of char.
On the plancha.
A little bit of mayo. Dollop that on one side. Dollop on that one. A little bit of salad. Now I'm using a little bit of watercress, so you get that little peppery sort of taste through there. A little bit of lettuce, a little bit of lamb's lettuce, and that is it. Doesn't need anything else on there.
Oh my gosh.
Right, I'm going to fold one of these over, and it's rude not to give it a little squish, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, are you?
Are we going to cut these in half, or are we just going to go, ooh?
No, we're going, I mean, look at that. Look at that burger. That is a proper vegetarian burger.
Let's give this a taste.
Beetroot awesomeness. Oh, it's gonna, here we go. It's like, how can a vegetarian burger be juicy?
How good is that?
Dude.
You don't eat burgers, do you?
Well, I do, but that's a nice little,
Nice patty.
man.
If you get recreating this hashtag wild dish, and we can catch up with you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and see exactly what you recreate. Check out the rest of the channel. There's loads of awesome dishes on here. Up there, you know, go and subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you later, guys.
Oh, dude, this is awesome. What a burger.